All right, hello
Sup,
and welcome
bitch?
to our next podcast, Media Dump podcast number something, number 7.
I was gonna say,
Number 7.
which one is this?
This is number 7 and this is where me, Dom and Nick over here we're going to talk about all the media we've consumed over the past 2 weeks. We got a bunch of different topics. The first topic we're going to cover is board games. Go, Nick.
I got a Hunt a Killer. Found that at Target. I opened Hocus Pocus, read the rules, didn't touch it.
I thought you would have played it one of the 2 nights my wife was at your house.
She didn't want to.
So it's all her fault.
Yep. Bought more Magic cards. Got ripped off on one of them, but that's fine.
How'd you get ripped off?
It's from Amazon, so it's this number of cards mixed together this way, and it just wasn't. But since there's no guarantee it's supposed to be mixed that way, there's nothing I can do about it.
Nick, could you take the sunglasses off? I don't know, I just think it looks weird. Like,
No. Fine.
you don't think it looks weird?
Better?
Yeah.
I got new bookshelves, so I'm thinking about getting more board games. So I might just pick up the simple ones like Catan or.
All right, so here's what I'm
you know.
confused. What do you mean you got ripped off? I don't understand.
So the pack is supposed to come with 50 cards. It's supposed to soft guarantee you'll get certain things. So it's it guarantees that it will be something of every rarity. And it was, but it was 3 rares, 8 uncommons, and then the rest was regular commons
For how much?
for $7.
Okay.
So it's not the worst,
Yeah.
but I mean, I could have spent 5 and got 200
Yeah.
uncommons and commons that I would have. I mean, if I know it's coming, it doesn't hurt as bad. But when they,
From Amazon?
yeah, but it's like a reseller, so there's not a whole lot I could do
Yeah.
about it.
I've heard don't buy that shit on
Yeah.
Amazon. Or Brandon said, and he buys a lot of cards online. Or Jojo,
Tell me about
Jojo
it.
does too.
I'm just gonna get boxes from now on. I have sealed
He
boosters.
said do TCG Player. Buy all your cards from TCG Player.
Yeah?
That's what he said, yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to take his word for it.
Well, I've heard a lot of rumors about people getting the boxes and then opening them, taking the cards out they want, putting a card they don't want in, and then resealing it and returning it back to Amazon. And the way Amazon repackages it, it just puts it back on the shelf. So when they resell that, they just grab that box that somebody's already opened. And if it seems sealed, they don't care. They don't check that deep into it. They just hand it off to somebody else, and that person opens it and feels like they got boned, so they stop buying cards. So then it just hurts the company because Amazon doesn't have the time to check it.
I just read this story or whatever, and it was as a side hustle,
Mm-hmm.
you can go and you can deliver overflow packages
Mm-hmm.
at Amazon.
Yeah.
You go, and if there's overflow, then you deliver those packages for Amazon. I think. Yeah, and then and that's those aren't people under getting paid
Yeah.
employees. Those are independent contractors.
Yeah.
And you can do that, and sometimes you'll get no packages, and you still get paid.
Yeah. Sometimes they're just on the docket for a certain. Basically, the way I've heard is they track it via certain pallets. So if a handful of drivers have already taken all the packages off of that pallet, they basically pay you for the pallet. If it's already empty, they've already paid you. So it doesn't really matter. So it's basically like getting paid salary without actually doing any work. Sometimes they'll just overload you with packages, though.
Yeah, and then
So-
sometimes you probably get a
Yeah.
hell of packages, and you have to.
Or they're
deliver
in
them all right now.
super random places. So you're driving more than it's worth.
Yeah. So I read this. We'll get back to board games in a second.
Mhm.
I also read this article that was talking about how Amazon is running out of employees
yeah.
because they treat their employees so terrible
Yeah.
that their turnover rate is so high, and every warehouse can only have. There's only a limited number of people. There's a warehouse here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's only a limited number of people that can work at that warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
And if your working conditions are so terrible and you fire people so much,
Mm-hmm.
your turnover rate's going to be so high that eventually you're going to run out of workers. You're not going to have enough
Yeah.
people to work that.
You're gonna cycle through all the people that actually want that job before you can actually do
Your little
anything.
cousin has just posted that he wants to quit
Yeah.
Amazon. I was like, yeah, it's Amazon. What do you mean?
Of
Everybody hates.
course. One of the other things I found out is if you are kind of on your way out or close to the end of your contract, they will pay you to leave. They'll give you a basically a on good terms exit bonus, just so you will leave and basically not talk trash about them but also so they can hire somebody in your position that doesn't know the terrible work conditions. So they pay you to quit, basically, because they don't want you. They want somebody fresh, you know. That way they can kind of like bully them. They don't know the situation yet. And if that's your business model, you're fucking stupid.
My boss told me he has over 400 sick hours he can use.
Isn't that great?
So if you wait until he like, but you can only build up so much
Mm-hmm.
in
There's a cap usually.
for the city.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like if you like have the max when you retire,
Mm-hmm.
then you just take like 6 months off or something. And
Yeah.
you get a paycheck that whole time. 'Cause you're just you can like get paid in one sump, but then that gets taxed more.
Yeah.
Or you can technically still work there, but be on sick leave for 6 months.
Yeah. I mean, my mom's the same way. She had.
And I was like, that'd be baller, dude.
I think she had like the equivalent of like 4 months of sick leave, and she's like, when I'm done, I'm just gonna tell them I'm just taking my 4-month vacation, and then just leave. And then when I'm supposed to get back, just email them my 2 weeks.
So, how so for the federal jobs, it was like it's use it or lose it. So at the end of the year, if you haven't used your
Yeah.
sick days, it's all gone. You don't get to accumulate that for nothing.
Yeah.
So people just take like extra sick days.
I hear the reason why they say use it or lose it. It's not technically losing it. I mean, I don't work federally, so I don't know. But I hear if you don't use it, you don't technically lose it in a sense. They have to pay you out for it. So if you're allowed 10,
Maybe, I don't know.
yeah, if your cap is like 10 or 15 at some places, if you're going to go over that, they have to pay you out the days that you're going to go over that.
Yeah, maybe.
And that's why they want you to use it, because
maybe.
they don't want to pay you out. They feel like they're losing somehow, which when you think about it, why would you rather pay them out instead of just, or why would you rather have them miss work and fall behind instead of just pay them out? You know, it makes no sense.
All right,
It's so dumb.
let's get back to board games.
Yeah, no,
Tangents, you know.
Yeah,
That
derailed very fast.
that's like one of the episode 2 that we filmed was like an hour and 40 minutes because we just kept going off on tangents.
I thought that was like 4. I
we
thought it was
couldn't-
like a month
No, that
ago.
was like the second one. We couldn't get back to what we were talking
Yeah.
about. It was a hell of long.
Yeah, it
All
was
right,
crazy.
sorry, I totally interrupted you. I just realized that. you
We're
said you
talking
were-
about magic cards.
You
and
said you wanted to
bookshelves.
buy board games, and then I interrupted you, but asked you about Magic.
Yeah.
cards.
So we got 2 bookshelves, mostly for our books, obviously. Speaking of books, I'll bring that back up later. We decided we'll have one for like our collectibles and our board games and my magic cards because I have so many now. But we only have a handful of board games, so I was thinking we have 2 shelves for board games. I'm just gonna start getting more board games, and I'm thinking like I'm gonna keep the price point like under like $30 and just kind of
I got quite a few videos I could send you of
perfect.
games under $20.
That's great. Yeah, I'm
Games
just
that'll
gonna
give
start
you
there.
Dozens of hours of content for under $20.
Mhm. Well, I'm thinking like Catan's super easy. I don't really
But
have
it's
to
also like
teach
$50.
too much, but I know it's going to be a little pricey, but I know it's like it's got so much
Yeah,
potential.
we played Base Catan
We still
20 to 30 times. We haven't played
Yeah.
Base Catan in a long time.
do. Yeah.
But it's because we're trying to get through Seafarers.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to have like 4 people to do it, right?
Yeah, it's more fun that way.
And then now you're not going to game night tonight. We were like gonna play Catan.
Well,
Seafarers.
I got that Hunt to Killer Saturday, and I'm trying to play it, and I haven't been able to. So it's only supposed to take 45 to 50 minutes, but I want to get it done tonight.
Okay, Nick, what's Hunt a Killer for the people?
It's basically like you are tasked with hunting down a killer. It's basically like an unsolved case in some sense, where they send you a bunch of evidence from a crime and they want you to solve it. So that's the whole goal. The one we picked is Death at a Dive Bar, which I think, it fits kind of like our, not quite interest, but our interest, you know. It seems something that we would get along like doing, so I figured we'll start there, and it's the easiest one they had out, so I figure if it's good for how much we paid for it, I'll go to that, because the murder mystery like product that we were doing was, we kind of hit a roadblock. We've done all of them except for 1 or 2, and it's more fun to have more people. So
Yeah.
I figure for this first one, I won't have to teach anybody, and we'll just kind of run through this, because there is a huge catalog of Hunt-A-Killers.
Yeah. So we were doing we're gonna do all the exit games.
Mm-hmm.
And we only have like we have 1, and then there's 6 left besides this one.
Mm-hmm.
So we've already done like 15 of them.
Yeah, I kind of want to try those when you guys are done with them.
They're not reusable. You gotta buy them.
Ah, damn. Okay.
You like cut stuff. Like,
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, and
I mean, I guess I'll just probably buy my own then.
it's like $15 for one.
That's not bad.
It'll give you But here, if you do, tell me first. I'll tell you the ones to buy. Because
Okay,
we
yeah,
bought
yeah.
like one of the hardest ones you could possibly do
Ooh, oof.
first.
Yeah.
And that was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
And also, one thing I learned from doing those games that's also helped me in like escape rooms
Yeah.
is that if you get stuck and you're truly stuck, and you and your partner and you're sitting there and you're going, I don't possibly know what to do next.
Yeah.
Just look at a clue.
Yeah. Just ask for
It's
help.
not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it because we'll you like sit there just staring at the stuff for 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're just wasting your time. Just look at a clue.
Yeah.
Okay.
We ended up doing that with one of our cases. We got so stuck, we just decided like screw it. After,
Take
I
a
think
clue.
it was like 45 minutes. We were like, it won't hurt to take a clue. And when we did, it didn't give us anything, but it helped us like look in the right direction. And somehow we got it right, accidentally. Yeah.
Then sometimes the exit games are great, but sometimes they're like
Mm-hmm.
unsolvable. Like it's unsolvable.
Yeah.
Like it's a trick that doesn't work. We're like, look at the answer. We'll do the trick, and it
Mhm.
still won't work. And we're
Yeah.
like, this is fucking stupid. But that just happens sometimes.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. One of the problems I have with games like that, though, is like if you have to do something to the pieces they give you, if you mess up to a point where it's like you can't put it back together, you kind of have ruined your product and you can't solve it.
That doesn't really happen in the exit games.
That's what I was worried
because
about.
anything you cut, there's dotted lines. Tells you
Okay.
exactly how to cut it. There's nothing
Okay.
that I can think of that you cut not dotted lines, you know?
Yeah.
But there is sometimes you'll put it together and it won't exactly quite work
Mhm.
right. And then it'll just be kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
But if it's something and you put it together and you can't see the numbers and you just like, I don't know, just look at a clue because most likely it's just kind of fucked up and you're just not going to get it.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. As long as it's not something that's irreversible, it makes sense. Like with the case files, the only thing that's not reversible is it comes in steps, and each of the steps has like a checkpoint that you have to open an envelope. You can't really unopen an envelope, but you can always put the stuff back in there and just agree not to look at any of it, which is what I love. It's like I've handed off 2 or 3 of those things to other people, and they fell in love with it.
All right. So you didn't play Hocus Pocus or Princess Bride?
No, we agreed that how we played Princess Bride was wrong, but there isn't really a need to play it again because it's not going to change the game.
Well, you didn't do the end. You only did the first couple of
No,
missions.
we
right?
finished the game.
Oh.
Yeah. No, we finished the game that time, but
Yeah,
we
see,
were going to go
that's-
back and play it correctly, but we figured we've already beat it. Even if we beat it wrong, we beat
The
it.
problem I had with the Princess Bride is I was like,
There's no
I don't
replay
really
value.
see the replay, but I think there is. Just wait 2 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm
'Cause
thinking.
I kind of want to play it again now. Now,
Yeah.
like, I play that again, but if it's like, am I going to play it every 2 game nights in a row?
No. I would play it with other people. Like if I'm the only one
I
who's
would play
played
it.
it.
I would
yeah.
play it with. I would like I play with my mom. I'd be like, Mom,
Mhm.
watch the movie,
Yeah.
and then let's play this game. And she would probably love it. She would probably love it. She
Yeah.
would probably, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this at some point.
Honestly,
She would love that. She'd be like, this is so much fun. So I'd like do that to have an experience with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would also play like an exit game or a game like that
Mm-hmm.
with other people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I would play Pandemic Legacy Season 1 again
Mm-hmm.
with somebody else who hasn't played
Yeah.
it, you know? Sometimes some YouTubers they're like, oh, well, I don't see any reason to ever play it, or like, I'm never gonna play it ever again. It's like,
Yeah.
because I already know what's gonna happen. It's like, I would totally play it again, like just to have somebody else have the experience.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, I found out like how the pacing of the game goes. Adding players doesn't make it go any faster, really, unless you know what you're doing. But you can also put the movie on and play it, and it's supposed to play at the speed of the movie.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
but then you'll be like looking at the movie like,
yeah, that's one of the things. You can get distracted very easily.
all right.
But if you just have it on the background like super
Alright.
low, it's fine.
So you played a little bit of Magic, but not a shitload.
Honestly, we got cards and we just kind of thumbed through them. I started cataloging them, and then I realized it's like, why don't we just make decks or something? So the cards that we got, I pulled out a bunch of land for both of those, and we just played with the booster packs, which they weren't coherent decks at all. So we kind of took some cards out, but we agreed not to add anything that wasn't land. So we just played with whatever was in the boosters. It was kind of fun because I didn't know what was in there, honestly.
All right. So, all I really got written down is we played one game of Villainous.
Mm-hmm.
I played as Dr. Facilier.
Mm-hmm.
Skylar played as the Evil Queen. Who did you play as?
I played as Pete again.
Pete.
Pete's fun. You just gotta
Yeah.
have everybody underestimate you.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Yeah.
I'm glad I won as Dr. Facilier.
He would probably be hard with other people.
Now I can cross him off, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I want to one day I will
Eventually.
win as every character in Villainous. I think
Yeah.
I will do that. But it was like when I said this last week, I was thinking like all the other games, like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that in Marvel Villainous and Star Wars Villainous because then there'd be too much, right? But
Yeah.
in Disney Villainous, I'm already there, you know?
Yeah.
I mean I
You
haven't
only have a
won.
handful left.
I'm not 100%. I'm pretty sure I won his Scar, but I'm not completely sure.
You know, just win again.
Yeah, but I keep losing his. I'm not good.
He
with
is
him,
pretty
I don't
rough, yeah.
think. And I don't think I've won as Pete.
I don't think so. I think the only person who you guys said won was
Coral.
and Flynn.
Flynn did win. Was it?
Yeah, but Flynn knows how to play him.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
So other than those two, out of I've won as all 10 other characters in the 4 expansion packs.
Mm-hmm.
And then the base game, I know I've won as Prince John. I know I've won as Maleficent.
Yeah, I was there when you won as Prince John. I don't know. I mean, it's not that it's wrong.
And Ursula's in that one too.
I believe so.
I'm 90% sure I've won as Ursula.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, but I don't know if I've won as Jafar, and I don't know if I've won as
I was gonna say I don't think anybody's won as Jafar yet that I
maybe
know
not
of.
yet. And I don't remember who's the other guy.
In the base game is Maleficent, Jafar, Prince John. Who is it? Don't tell me. Or is that it?
Don't tell you. No, there's 6.
What do I have? 4?
Yeah, that's the same 4 I said.
Said Ursula. Yeah, Ursula, Jafar, Maleficent, Prince John. Beast doesn't come till later, or Gaston. It's not Wicked Witch. Who is it?
All right.
All right, go ahead. Tell me. I could sit here all day
actually
trying to
can't
rack my brain.
There it
We'll
is.
put it on the screen.
Oh well, the Queen of Hearts.
That's
And
right.
Captain Hook.
I forgot about Captain Hook. I think you've won as Captain Hook, and I think
Have I
Skyla.
won as Captain Hook?
I'm almost certain you have.
I don't know. I know I've won as Prince John. I'm 90% sure I've won as Queen of Hearts. I'm 90% sure I've won as Ursula, and I'm definitely won as Maleficent and Prince John.
I think you
So,
said Prince
but
John twice.
well, whatever. But I don't think I've won as Jafar.
Yeah.
So that's the one. That's that one, and Pete. Are the ones that I'm sure I haven't won as.
Yeah.
But I've played every character.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's 3 more, another expansion pack.
Yeah.
So I think I can get through Disney Villainous, but I'm not going to try with Marvel Villainous because that's just too much Villainous. You know?
Yeah. I mean, there's 2 expansions for that.
There's only one for Marvel Villainous,
It's the Mischief and Mayhem, right?
and soon there'll be another. I'm waiting. I'm assuming at some point,
Do you have the
some
one
point in
with?
2023, there will be a second expansion for Marvel
Oh yeah,
Villainous,
they gotta have it.
and probably an expansion for Star Wars Villainous. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to do a Disney Villainous because they just did one at the second half of this. It came out in this year at some point.
Wasn't it like July or something?
Yeah, I think it came out in like July, so they might wait till 2024.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine they wouldn't have a Marvel Villainous expansion.
Yeah, they have enough villains for it. Same with Star Wars. They probably can.
Listen,
scrape
in
the
Marvel
bottom of the
Villainous, I
barrel.
played as every one of them, and I haven't played as Madame Mask,
Mhm.
but I won as the other 2 characters as MODOK and Loki, and then
Mhm.
I've won as
I think you said.
Thanos, and I've played the other 4 characters and I haven't won as any of
I
them.
thought you said you won as Ultron.
No, I didn't win as Ultron.
Okay.
But I played all of them. So like that one, I'm not going to try to you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it makes sense.
We also played one game of Castles of Mad King Ludwig.
That was fun.
That's a castle
Until the
building
end.
game. You're like bidding on pieces to build your castle, and you put them on, and you're making scoring like that. Me, him, and my wife, we were all tied, And then he said, let's not do the tiebreaker. Let's just agree to tie. And I was like, no, we must do the tiebreaker. Mistake, because Skyla actually counted wrong and she won. And if we did do the tiebreaker, he would have won. So I came in last.
Yep.
So let that be a lesson to you folks. If you're with 2 other people and you all agree to share it, and you're not 100% positive you're going to win,
Yeah.
take the time. All right.
Yeah,
We got-
you did that with Munchkins too once. Like
Shut up!
we tied for a win, and you're like, no, there can't be a tie.
All right. Last thing I gotta say, we got to get through this.
It's only been 20 minutes.
Yeah. I played War of the Ring. I just bought that.
Oh gosh.
That's Lord of the Rings in a box.
Oof.
There's good guys and bad guys, and you're fucking just fighting it out, dude.
Yeah.
We gotta play that.
We should paint the minis.
You can paint. Oh, you can paint them.
I might get back into D&D too. Speaking of board games.
I'm going. My mom really wants to play the Stargate RPG.
Yeah.
And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang out with Skylar, and then he can help me like
Yeah.
create a thing because he
Okay.
knows Stargate. So like
Yeah.
you know D&D, so you can help me create something,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you don't know the world Stargate, so that might be a
No,
little bit of
no.
a barrier. But Skylar knows the world of Stargate and D&D,
Yeah.
and he's run D&D campaigns before. I don't know about a long, big campaign.
I've
but
heard
I
about
know,
one of them.
I
Did
know
not end
he's
well.
done it, but like, even if he's not good,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that'll help me, you know.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call him up and I'm gonna be like
Work it out. Make it.
together.
Make it
I'll be
work,
like,
yeah.
help me, like, and then like, because I think knowing the world will help. Okay. War of the Ring. I play as the good guys. Skylar plays the bad guys.
Out of 10. Go.
I don't know. We did play it a little bit wrong. Basically, there's so many rules that probably
hard to
always gonna
follow
play it a little
everything.
bit wrong
Yeah.
because there's dude that
Yeah.
it's like,
That
it's like the
booklet.
rule book's 40 pages.
Yeah.
And so she looked up. It's little bit. I had fun. I liked it.
Uh-huh.
But here's the thing: is, basically the number one strategy. I'm gonna have to spoil this for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is basically just bum rush the shit out of the bad guys. Just gotta bum rush the good guys.
You know, if you watch the movies, that's how that works.
So if she just started, and she looked up a strategy, she's like, "Oh, the number one strategy is bum rush as soon as you possibly can," and that's
Yeah.
what she did. But I think I wasn't really prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't, and like 2 turns in, I was already behind on
Mhm. The tracker.
on the trying to
Or-
build up my defenses. I was like,
Oh,
already,
Okay.
she was like 2 turns in, and she was already way ahead of me on building up defenses, and it was just like, oh, okay, so she kind of bum rushed me. So part of it I didn't have fun because that was not fun to me, dude. It was like she just
Yeah.
bum rushed the shit out of me, and then just like destroyed me militarily.
Mhm.
And then I won because she kind of got greedy and was just like running in, like whatever, like just hurry up.
Yeah.
And then I kind of snuck in and won militarily, which never happens. The good guys, so the bad guys need 10 points to win militarily. The good guys need 4 points to win militarily.
Huh.
But all the bad guys' strongholds are inside of Mordor.
Yeah.
Right? Can't really
So
get there.
You gotta.
So
fight
then
your
there's
way through
2
it, yeah.
other places with 3 points. It's there's up north and up south and up south.
down south.
Up north and up because it was the up. I was on the other end of the board, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
up.
yeah.
North and south. And there's some points there you can get. But she kind of just left us open because she was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna run in and win."
Wipe everything
And
out.
then
yeah.
she thought that I had to get to 5 points,
Oh gosh.
even though I said 4 points. I said all I have to do is take that and I win. And she just went, "Okay," and I went. And the next turn, I was like, "Okay, I attack." And she's like, "Okay," and then I won. I was like, "Okay, I won." She's like, "You need 5 points." I was like, "No, I need 4
Great.
points." She goes, "What? God damn it!"
Yeah.
But I kind of, but I was also complaining.
Sounds about right.
So she did ease up on me, and I told her to not fucking do that.
Yeah, but
I
I
kinda-
mean,
Half count then went as it went, dude. It was like not. It was kind of not fun
yeah, it sounds like it.
being bum rushed and like, because it's we got in maybe a little argument because I wanted it because in my opinion, there's two. I told you there's two aspects to the game. There's the military, and then you're trying to get the Fellowship to Mount Doom. Okay, so I literally just had to abandon the Fellowship. I moved them 4 spaces, and then I just left them in an open field because I literally couldn't put any cards to moving the Fellowship. So all I was doing was just building up my defenses and trying to defend while she was bum rushing me.
Yeah.
And to me, that wasn't fun. Like, I wanted to have a little bit of back and forth of doing some militarily and moving the ring. And am I going to do this with the ring? And then you're like, oh, well, I do this with the ring, right? But the best strategy kind of is for the entire first half of the game to ignore the ring, as the bad guys, ignore the ring and just bum rush. And I did already know that. I looked up a lot of stuff in this game.
Oh, so you're a cheater.
Well, no, she did that. I didn't.
I'm just kidding. Go.
So to me, I was like, that not kind of ruins the game. Is one half of the game I just have to ignore because I can't even do anything. I just have to do these defenses.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have enough. Like, as the good guys, you don't have enough cards or troops to defend everywhere. You don't.
Yeah. Which
you don't. And as the good guys, you have way less people than the bad guys. And where they're dead, they're out of the game. You can't recruit any more people.
Yeah.
But the bad guys literally have a limited number they can put on the board.
Yeah.
But when they're killed, they can always bring them back.
Yeah. If you know the story, that's kind of how that works.
Yeah. And so it's like, it's trying to really hard to be thematic. So then,
which is great. Honestly.
To me, that sucked. I was like, this sucks.
Oh, so you don't like Lord of the Rings then? Because that's the story.
No, the story had some of the ring moving.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you.
Half of the third movie is the ring moving, right?
Yeah.
But it's literally like you'd watch the third movie and then there's no ring.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I get it.
So,
I think now that you both know how to play. I think you both know how to play. I think you shouldn't switch next time you guys play.
We are, I think.
I know. I know. I don't think you should, though. Now that you know how to play your side correctly and what the strategy is, the best strategy, I think you should just play it again as you were. I think it will be the more entertaining way to play.
But when me and you played, would you want to play as the good guys or the bad guys?
I think if you haven't played the bad guys, you will want to play the bad guys. And if I'm playing the good guys, you're just going to do the same thing to me. So, I mean, I don't really care at that point.
Well, pick one.
The bad guys, so I can deny you the satisfaction of playing the bad guys.
Right.
Happy?
Because I want to play with
everybody, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Pretty much
everybody.
I mean,
definitely I want to play with you and both my brothers.
Yeah.
So then my older brother comes back from Europe in fucking 9 days.
I was going to say, isn't it like next week?
Yeah. But I don't know exactly when. If I play, unless it's on a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
With JoJo, I'd have to with my younger brother, I'd have to play half of it one day, and another half another day, right? And the thing is, maybe on a Monday, next Monday or whatever, I could go there way earlier, and then we'd have to put up a table off to the side of our main table, right?
Yeah.
And then play.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard.
Play it there.
Yeah, it's just dedicating the time to it.
Your first game, if you play our first game was 3.5 hours, and it ended kind of prematurely. And that also wasn't our first game. We did a practice game before that. That was an hour of 3 moves each.
Jesus. Well, didn't you say the box says it takes 5 hours to play or something like that?
Your first playthrough will probably take 5 hours ish.
Yeah.
But if it's both your first times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how long our game of Risk took.
Yeah. Good times.
Never doing that
Remember
again.
Chris?
Still hate you, Chris.
Sucks that he's dead.
Yep. I still hate your deadness.
All right, so I did not get to play Getaway Driver at all, though. That's what I put on my thing. What?
He will be missed.
Inside joke? Everybody inside joke? So that's what I put. I said Getaway Driver / War of the Ring. I didn't get / Magic is what I put, but I didn't play any Magic.
My bad. That's my fault. I'll take that.
You did forget your cards.
Yep. I did have to walk to work at 6 in the morning. Though.
What happened?
I left my bike there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if Nate gets a job with me, I told him we're gonna play hella Magic. He was
just
like, "I'm
get that
down."
app, my guy.
He was like, "I'm in." I was like, "We're gonna play hella. I'm gonna bring board game every day. We're gonna play board games." He was like, "I'm in."
Just get the app. It's so much better.
Yep. I forgot to say that I was gonna be like, Nate, me and you get this job, we're gonna get super into the Digimon card game.
I hate you so much.
I think he'd do it. He'd be like, yeah,
I saw some of the cards at Target too. I was like, oh my god, it is a thing.
yeah. I think he'd do it. There's a One Piece card game coming out.
Oh, crap.
All right, that was 30 minutes of board games.
Just board games. Let's blaze through the rest of it.
Yeah, we gotta go a little bit faster.
I didn't watch any movies. We can skip that part.
None.
None.
So
That's a lie.
You still haven't watched The Greatest Beer Run?
I haven't, but we're saving it for like a day we don't have a show to watch. I did watch, finally, oddly enough, because it was just on, the rest of the Hunger Games movies I haven't seen.
I haven't seen the last one.
They suck.
I thought the second one was good.
Second one was like okay at best.
I haven't seen the last
The
one.
third one, kind of trash.
I forgot there were two. There was four.
There's a
of them.
part 1 and a part 2.
I forgot. I want to watch
Stupid.
them eventually. I kind of want to watch Catching Fire again, just because I kind of remember some of it.
Yeah.
Like, kind of just want to watch it again.
Yeah.
Even though I'm pretty sure I've seen it twice, so I guess I'll watch it a third.
Yeah, why not?
How
How many times have you seen The Rundown? Exactly.
I haven't seen the rundown in a while, but
Yeah.
Walking Tall at least 20 times.
4 brothers. Like, what's the tally
at
on
least
that?
15 times.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I had it on DVD, so I would watch it.
Yeah.
Dude, I had that. I had Kung Fu Panda on DVD. I had Horton Hears a Who on DVD. School of
Shit,
Rock
what
on
have I
DVD.
done? I was gonna say School of Rock, but I couldn't remember it.
And Barnyard. Barnyard's a banger. That's a great movie, dude. Barnyard's so good.
Damn it! I thought I'd never have to hear it again.
Yo, that movie's good. Dude, that show was good. I watched the show. The show legit good, dude.
I don't know about that, but
Actually
we can move
good.
on. Yeah.
I forgot to write. I definitely watched a movie. I forgot to write down. I rewatched Unbreakable.
Which one's that one?
That's the Bruce Willis.
Bruce
and
Willis.
M. Night Shyamalan movie, and he's not The Sixth Sense, and he's like invincible.
Unbreakable. Except with the water, right? When he gets wet,
Yeah, water's like his weakness, but like that, like not really.
he has a fear of rain.
Yeah.
He takes dry showers.
Yeah.
I've never seen the movie. I don't know.
No, it's a good movie, but it's like a really slow
Did it come out before
M. Night
2005?
Shyamalan movie. What?
Did it come out before 2005? If it did, I'll put it on my list.
I think it came out in 2005.
Okay. That was our rules.
you-
Like, everything before 2005. Nothing after that. So
Nothing
we have, like,
after that? Why not?
just because I feel like 2005 is far enough back to have, like,
Oh, 2000.
oh, nice.
So you like want to watch older movies instead of the.
It's kind of that. It's like, it's also anything past 2005, it's no longer, like, nostalgia ruling that. It's hype. You know, like, Batman came around that time,
Okay.
Spider-Man, stuff like that. So the movies back then was
Spider-Man
like
2 was 2005, I think.
Spider-Man 2 was 2005?
Because one was. No, Spider-Man 3 was 2005, I think.
Okay.
One was 2000, I think. 2 was 2002.
So basically anything from like my elementary school years back, things that I don't have a good memory of when they first came out.
You know what year the X-Men came out?
No clue.
99, I think.
Nice. I'm not going to watch that. That movie's so bad.
It's
It's
kind of
good,
cringe now. I really
but
like,
it's
I like
so
skim
bad.
through it. It's kind of cringe. All right.
What was after?
I put Everything Must Go because it was leaving in 3 days off of Netflix, and I didn't watch it. Also, TV shows was not next.
Oh, I said movies.
Oh, movies was not next.
What was?
Video games.
Scheiße.
What'd you play? Dude, I have not played
You haven't played Apex?
Apex at all. I think maybe once.
Did you play Breakpoint?
I've actually been playing a good amount of Breakpoint. I've actually been
There we
waking up early and
go.
playing some.
There we go. I'm so happy you're liking it again. It's such a good game. The story's kind of garbage, but the gameplay is amazing.
Stop.
Stop what?
Gameplay is the driving is so
No,
bad.
I didn't say the driving.
Some of the gameplay is so bad.
I mean, some of it,
the
yes.
AI pisses me off. Dude, I'm like searching this motherfucking place.
Mhm.
Oh, there's a hidden guy somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, no, like where? Oh, somewhere. You can't
Yeah.
fucking find him. You can't fast travel either. Sometimes I'll just run away from a base like
Mhm.
200 meters until the thing goes away and I can fast travel. Because I'm like, it's not worth it to try and find this guy.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I found out, I shut off, just because I wanted like a super real experience, I shut off all of the map markers. I shut off like all of the like hints that it gives you. The only thing that my mission objectives gives me is like, it's near a lake, it's called this, it's in this region. And it like forced me to really look at things.
Yeah, that's how is that not how it is normally?
No, because like if you look at the map, it'll point like a marker. It's like this is the building you have to go to.
Sometimes it does, but not always.
Sometimes when you play with me, it defaults your settings to my settings. So when we play together, that's how it played.
I think that's how I always had mine. I don't really.
It could have
remember.
changed since we played with Skylar because we talked about doing that then, ages
A
ago.
long time.
But it made me really
I
like
bought the game for him.
force myself to
And
play
then
how
he
the
sold
game
his
wants.
PlayStation
Oh my god.
and the game. I think.
Well, because he had it on PC, didn't he? And
Yeah,
that's
he had it on PC, and then I bought it for him on PlayStation, but he sold that He sold that bitch.
dumb. Why did he sell it?
You don't have no money. You have no job.
Ah, shame. Maybe he should get a
That's my
job.
boy though.
Well,
Love
help
you.
him get
Love
a job.
I was thinking like, what if I like brought him here? I paid him like $50 to like organize all my files on my computer. 'Cause it's a fucking mess in there.
But what about all your prawn?
I'll just hide that.
Oh, okay.
There's my where's my hard drive?
Got a hard
It's
drive
connected to this
labeled
wire.
2005 tax files. Oh man.
Yeah, so I was thinking, I was like, maybe we could do that, but
Yeah,
he
sure. why
also
not?
needs a job. But that's my boy. Love you.
Get him working with you at the state.
He
The
applied.
state. Well, you need people. I wouldn't assume
He
that
could do
they-
day. Dude, he could do day shift. Day
Yeah.
shift don't do shit.
Apparently.
They don't do fucking nothing.
Yeah, well, I mean that's most day shifts when you work night
You know who
shift. They
fucking
don't
does
do anything.
anything?
I still remember that video you showed me of the day shifts problem. That was great.
Yeah. uh.
Let's stop getting off
All right.
point.
So I didn't play Hired Gun. Is what I
I
said because I played a good amount of Breakpoint finally.
don't remember
um,
what Hired Gun was. Care to
If
explain?
it was a game set in the Warhammer, a first-person shooter set in the Warhammer universe. It said the story that I was just gonna play through the story, and it said the story's like 4 hours. And I was like, I'll play
You
that.
told me about that, and I totally forgot because I was gonna get it as well.
I got it.
Oh, nice.
Well,
I'll add it to the collection of games that I'm borrowing from you.
I gotta play it. I'm gonna keep it.
Guess
If
who
I'm
still
going at
hasn't played
this
Tropico?
rate, I should be able to. I should beat the story of Breakpoint
Mhm.
by the next time we.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So should I like blaze through the story so I beat it first?
You haven't beaten the story yet.
No. I've done everything else.
I've almost. I mean, there's not that much.
I've done all of the side missions for chapter 1.
I'm just talking about chapter 1. Chapter 2 and 3, like they're not. Those are different or something.
Yeah, there's chapter 2 is along the same storyline. It's just continuation. Chapter 3 and chapter 4 are kind of just like out there.
Yeah.
Because one of them's involves the Terminator.
I think you only have to do the first chapter. I think that's the only
Yeah.
real story. I'm pretty
That's the
sure.
only real story.
Yeah, and dude, there's one mission where you're finding Midas's fucking cloak or whatever. I
His
did
scarf,
that side
yeah.
mission, and I was like,
It's great.
Midas,
Yeah.
where are you?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, have you finished that mission?
Yeah.
Like completed it?
That mission, yeah.
If you
There's another mission with him or something.
Yeah, if you take a look at your character before and after that mission, he actually wears the scarf on his backpack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Mine's a chick though.
Doesn't matter. I said your
Sometimes
character.
they can say dude, like
Yeah,
sometimes.
but dude's ambiguous.
Oh, and then like every once in a while they'll say he when talking
Yeah.
about me because I'm like, oh, they forgot to do this voice
Yeah.
line or something. So did you play Tropico 5, GTA 5, or Stanford Switch?
What?
That's what I wrote in here. I don't know.
Did it autocorrect to something else?
Yeah, something on the Switch.
That's
That's what you said. You said it was like I think you said something on the Switch. I think that's what you
Okay.
said.
Yeah, I've been playing a boatload of GTA. I remember texting
I
you and
heard.
asking if you wanted to jump back into it. That night, I had created a new character at level 1. Rough first 4 hours. I hit 55 yesterday.
Skyla just started
Yeah.
it last night, playing through the story a little bit. Then we
It's
played War of the Ring for 4 hours.
It's fun. That game is actually really fun. It's changed now a lot. I can do a whole podcast on GTA now with how much they've changed.
If we don't do a game night tonight, which we might not, I think maybe me and her might play
Yeah.
1 or 2 games, just us.
Yeah.
But she'll play some GTA tonight.
You want to play some GTA?
No, I'll play Breakpoint. I don't have it downloaded.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I told somebody to download it because I was going to play with them.
I got like 3
and-
Call of Duties downloaded up.
Oh, rough. I think I just have Warzone and that's it. And I don't even
Well, I
play
want
it.
to do the rest of the story for Vanguard.
It's great.
Well, I mean, I
It's
did
the
this.
story.
I want to get all the story trophies.
I was really upset that they didn't expand on the stuff at the end. It's kind of obnoxious, but we already talked about that.
That's the sequel. All right, so you didn't play Tropico 5 or anything on the Switch?
Speaking of sequels, I'll come back to that in a second. Did you hear about Advanced Warfare sequel?
You texted me.
Yeah, they confirmed an Advanced Warfare sequel.
That's weird.
You heard it here last.
It's kind of
Because
weird.
that was 3 weeks
Don't
ago.
you think it's kind of weird?
No, I like the story.
Yeah,
and
but
they
like,
killed off the problematic
so-
person.
yeah, there you go. It's been so long. It's been like a while. Though.
It's great, though. Who knows?
Dude,
maybe
Modern
they'll-
Warfare 2 came out. Like, did you know this?
Yeah, it came out last week. Or
A couple days ago.
it came out Thursday, right? Thursday or Friday?
I
Haven't
don't
touched
think
it.
we're playing it in the
Haven't
chat.
watched any of the.
Yeah, I know. So I saw like a clip
uh,
or whatever, and I was like, skip past, skip past.
I didn't watch the
I
trailers,
gotta
my
I gotta
guy.
buy it. I gotta go and get it.
I get paid tomorrow, so depending on how much I get, I might just swing down there and get it, or put it on my credit card. Shh! Don't tell anybody.
I'm gonna buy it at some point.
But no, I did not get Tropico because I've been playing a boatload of GTA.
GTA, yeah.
And I started playing Pokemon on my Switch again. I immediately put it down because I realized I don't have my dock, so I can't play it on my TV.
Where's your dock?
At Jess's sister's house.
Go get it.
She lives in Elk Grove.
And that's what happens when you don't have a car, ladies and gentlemen.
I bike to work. I stay fit. I stay in shape. Round as a shape.
Dude, they were telling me, they were like, damn, Dom. They were like, you gained some muscle, man. They're like, you were scrawny as shit when you started here. That's what they all said. They all said
Gain
when
some muscle.
they hired 2 other people along with me, and both of them got fired. And they were like, man, out of like all 3 of you, I did not think the scrawny, tiny, skinny one was gonna make it. They're like, they were like, we thought you were done, especially when my back was hurting for like 2 months,
Yeah.
and I was constantly talking about how I'm gonna fucking throw my back out.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, I built up my muscles. What helps my back a lot is just building up my muscles in my back.
Yeah.
Which is what I should have like been working out my back before I
Yeah.
got the job. Too lazy.
We tried that. Remember? When
That's
we
on
were
you.
working-
Do not put that.
When we were working out like every day.
You talking about a decade ago?
No, I was talking about when we were doing it here.
Do not put that shit on me. That's on you and
That
fucking
is
Pablo.
not.
Every goddamn day you're showing up like
I
"I'm
would
too
still
tired,
come.
I'm too tired,
I would still work out.
And then I'm like, let's work out hard, and you and Darren are like, no, let's go work out soft.
What
But
is this,
Darian like,
you and
"Wait, oh,
Darian?
I don't want to hurt my arm. I don't want to work out my arm too much because I got to work the cash register. I was like, what are you talking about? The cash register?
Cash register
Love you, boy.
must be so heavy.
Yeah, he's like,
No, I would work
I have to
out.
do this. I don't want to work on my arm too much. I was like, fuck off.
No, I would work out hard, and then you guys would be like,
You would
"Yeah,
not.
let's wrestle, let's box," and be like, "Well, you guys are gonna kick my ass."
I would get
So I would save some for the mat of the ring, and then be like, "Oh, we're not doing it today." I was like, "Well, I guess I didn't work out hard for nothing."
Well, what happened was
See, what happened
we were
was-
gonna work out and then have a game night, but eventually it kind of became more about the game night because we all just wanted to play games,
Mm-hmm.
and it was kind of like, and then also with Jessica come, but she's just like sitting back there waiting for us to finish so she can play board games,
Yeah.
and like it was that, and then
What do you
that
want
was
her to do? Work out with us?
yeah,
Shit, Skylar wouldn't even work out with us.
then that was kind of like weird, and it,
Yeah. No, it made sense.
dude, she came in here, she like downloaded a illegal movie,
Uh huh.
and then my dad got like an email about downloading illegal movies, and they're like, don't do that,
I remember.
and he's like, who's downloading illegal movies in my house?
Yeah.
All right.
She thought she was on her data, is why. I told her don't do that shit. She's
Did
like,
you
I don't.
okay? TV shows. Did you watch
It's a whole thing.
Midnight Club?
That's not what I said I was gonna watch.
What'd you say you were gonna watch?
I was thinking something totally else. Yes, I did watch that. We finished
I was like,
it.
no, you said that. Yeah, the Midnight Club. I'm sorry.
I was thinking the game. I was like, when the fuck did I say I was gonna watch a show about a racing game?
Did you watch more of that?
Yeah, it's actually a really good show.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I thought I was on like episode 6 or 7 and I missed a few. No, I walked in 15 minutes after the first episode started. I had seen everything at that point. I thought I missed episodes. No, caught it all. Pretty good show. Recommend it. It's great.
You want
It's
to tell them
about
what it's
dying
about?
people.
Want to tell them more what it's about?
It's about a group of terminal young adults who live in a like a hospice, like hospital, and they tell stories. I think I talked about this last one.
Yeah, no, but I just wanted
They
to say it again.
they tell stories to each other at midnight in a library. It's pretty great because the stories are actually like acted out, and it uses the cast as the characters in the story. They just rename them and don't give them terminal illnesses. But yeah, they're all based around like death or like the afterlife though, so it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool. You should watch it.
So I wrote down some random TV show. I did not end up watching a random TV show. But here's what I've been doing.
Breakpoint.
I've been skimming through all of Stargate SG-1
You know what you should be doing?
again for the third time
Shame on you.
in like 2 years.
You know what you should be doing?
What?
Watching Clone Wars like you've been saying.
Someday.
It's like, yeah, instead of watching the show I said I'm going to watch, let me
Someday.
just skim this show. I
I've seen it
don't need to
like 10
watch.
times.
That's
It's
you
got
might as
10
well have
seasons.
said.
I watched it
Yeah.
over and over and over again.
You could have
It's
been
so
like,
good, Nick, but it's so good though.
So was like Breaking Bad, but you're not skimming that. So was My Name Is Earl. Great show.
I haven't watched that because
So sad.
I'm gonna watch it with Skyla at some point.
Which one?
My Name Is Earl.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Breaking Bad. And I was like, yeah, I
No.
mean, go for it. It's not exactly a couple show.
Yeah. Dude,
Great
I was
show.
like
Watch it.
I've seen so much like Malcolm in the Middle that my mom
Ugh.
would like watch it,
Mhm.
and I would walk in, and then it would start at like 2 minutes in or less than that, a minute in. I'd
Yeah.
be like, oh, this is the episode that blah 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 happens.
Yep.
And then I said that so much, eventually she just went, Dominic, shut up! I don't care. Let me watch it. I don't remember. Let me watch it. I would like show up and I would spoil the ending. I'd be like, this happens at the end.
Speaking
I'm
of
like, Mom,
stuff,
you've seen this. Sorry, I would be like, Mom, you've seen this episode like at least
Yeah.
2, 3, maybe 4 times.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't remember it.
No, I get it. I don't know if Skylar came home and told you. We were skimming through HBO looking for stuff. We found out that they had Kid Next Door on there.
They've had that for a long time.
Oh, she didn't know if you knew, and she knows you love it. So
She texted me. Yeah.
nice. Just want to make sure you knew, because she's forgetful. You know.
Did you watch anything else?
We finished She-Hulk and C. C's a great show.
I finally saw a commercial for it.
It because
I
they
was
just
like, oh, that looks
finished.
pretty good.
Last week was the last episode, but it's a pretty good show. Jason Momoa is phenomenal. I don't know if it's worth getting Apple TV for, but
It's not.
it's a great show. If you can find it on some shady website somewhere, go ahead and watch it. It's great. She-Hulk, don't let the haters kind of ruin that.
I think
it's such a good
I
show.
mentioned this last time. It was like everything that I've read, I've seen people talk about this is the She-Hulk TV show
Mm-hmm.
is basically exactly like the comics.
Yeah.
She-Hulk comics. And everybody who hates it has never read a She-Hulk comic in their life.
Yeah, why would they read a
They all
comic
just
about
like
a female lead?
that's the thing. They've none of them have ever read a She-Hulk comic in their life.
Yep.
And they don't know what She-Hulk is about.
Mm-hmm.
They've only read She-Hulk when she's like on the Avengers or something.
Yeah, or when she's part of a bigger story or
Yeah,
some
and then
shit.
they're like,
It's so dumb.
and then you're not gonna show all the
Yeah.
idiosyncrasies and like all her random like dumb shit that she does, like the twerking stuff.
Oh,
I
so
read
dumb.
some people were saying that like that is exactly she would do that in the
That's
comic.
exactly what you would
Jennifer
do.
Walters would do that exactly as she did it. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had like a 6-page section of her jump roping naked
Yeah.
in one of the comics, and they're like, "Oh, she would never twerk." It's like
She jumped rope
What?
naked for no reason, just like
just because,
for fan art, for
yeah.
like fan service, not fan art.
literally because the author wanted her to. There was no reason to. Yeah, but anybody that says She-Hulk is bad needs to probably just stop posting on the internet because they're dumb.
Have you seen that TikTok guy, Strawhead Goofy? You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah,
That black guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's great.
He said he was like, I think She-Hulk is fine.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but I think it's fine. It's
Mm-hmm.
mediocre-ish. Maybe it's 6, but I'm not going to spew any fucking hate about it. He's like,
Yeah,
it's not exactly for me, but I'll watch it. I don't, okay. And then he's
Yeah.
like, and he just like, he just has a lot of, like, tell people shut the fuck up.
yeah. The problem is
She-Hulk
like
is shit.
everybody expects it to like start off strong and stay strong, or have those like 1 or 2 bad episodes, so it kind of like fluctuates. This starts at like a 7 and stays at a 7, like no fluctuation at all. All the episodes are kind of like, ah, dang, I gotta wait for the next episode, you know. But nothing is like that episode is terrible. I hate it. It's dumb. I'm so happy I'm done watching it. It was a waste. Like they don't have an episode like that. Every episode explains the story. There's no like, I can't say there's no random garbage that happens. There's a little bit, but it does end up coming back later to kind of fulfill a need. And the finale is exactly like the comics would portray. It's like it definitely like it breaks the fourth wall in such a Jen Walters way. It's great. And the jokes land so well. They're so funny. Yeah.
All right, take a lesson for you fucking neckbeards out there
Yeah.
hating on She-Hulk for no reason.
Fucking chodes.
All right, now to the quicker stuff.
Yeah. Sports. Nothing.
Nothing? You haven't been watching no sports?
I haven't been watching sports, but I've been playing a crap load of disc golf. Yeah. I play every day.
Packers are doing bad.
I give up on them.
I think they're going to miss the playoffs.
I'm done. Officially saying it right now. Done. Might just get rid of my stuff.
Don't do that.
I'm doing it. The only thing I'm keeping is a blanket because it has another need or another purpose. I might start rooting for Jacksonville.
None of it's like sentimental to you though, like
none of
your
it.
dad and nothing.
Maybe my jersey, but that's Clay Matthews, and they kind of burned that bridge too. So it's like I'll keep it for Clay. That's it. But everything else is kind of trash. Like it's basically just like dumb stuff. Like I had a cheese head, threw that out last week. I was like, I don't need this. Had some like one of those flags you put on car like doors or car windows. Trash.
You just got rid of it?
Yeah, don't need it. Don't have a car or care about the Packers right now. Yeah.
All my hopes on the Bills. That's all I'm hoping for.
I might start rooting for Jacksonville, because why not?
Yeah, the problem, dude, people think they're going to make the playoffs, but it's like, it's really their defense has been fucking it up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like their offense maybe hasn't been the best,
Yeah.
but it's really their defense has given up some big plays that have fucked them over so
Yeah.
hard.
I mean, look at Denver. Defense is great. Man. Offense is so trash.
And then the Niners got CMC.
Yeah.
But then it's like they still like lost pretty handily to the Chiefs, so it's like, oh, so it did nothing.
Yeah.
But also Nick Bosa's not there, and
It's a maybe this year just skip football. I'm just gonna go back to watching UFC every week.
no, I'm on the Bills.
Okay, you can be on the Bills. I'm gonna go watch Sugar Sean destroy somebody.
I want to watch more UFC, but I never watched.
There was an event Saturday.
Yeah.
It went exactly how I wanted it to. I'm so sad I didn't put money on it. Everybody I wanted to win won. It was great.
But basketball's starting.
I don't care.
Kings tickets for opening night, cheap as you could get, $14. I was like, I kind of want to go for $14.
I would go to a Kings game for $14. I won't
cheap
lie.
as shit, dude. It's
I
probably
won't
like
lie.
way up in the nosebleeds and
Oh
shit. But
yeah,
still.
yeah.
And then I saw somebody I follow on like Snapchat like went.
No joke.
Mark from Paintball Park, he went.
I'm certain
Instagram.
the food there was more expensive than the tickets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then the Kings lost, but they lost by like 2 points.
It's also the beginning of the season. It's fine.
Well, they're also the Kings.
You're not wrong there.
And then the like all the talk like all the posts are about like the Lakers have lost like their first 3 games or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're blaming like, dude. And I saw this graphic. It was their like 3, so the 2 best players, and then their next 3, 4, 5 best players.
Mm-hmm.
And opening night they went 1 for 25.
Jesus.
1 for 25.
That's ridiculous.
Russ is making like $60 million or whatever this year.
Yeah.
And he went 0 for 11.
Those are some like
their
Dak
second game.
Prescott numbers.
0 for 11. He made 0
Out of
baskets.
his 11, yeah. That's ridiculous.
And he tried to make like
What
6.
is this, the Kings?
Dude, they can't shoot 3. Dude, I was like reading the Lakers
Yeah.
thing. The first opening night, they went like 9 or like 10 for 40
Mm-hmm.
from 3-pointer.
That's rough.
And
Guys,
then the
at that
second
point,
night,
just stop shooting.
and something like that. Come on.
Yeah.
And the second night, they went 9 for 45.
Just go back to like
Stop!
Shaq. Yeah.
Shoot the goddamn 3-pointers!
Yeah, just go back to like Shaq dunking the ball. Just
Why are you doing it? It's so stupid. Dude, I
Yeah.
literally, like, I'm like, read the thing sometimes. I'm like, I hate basketball. They're shooting 40 threes. 40!
shooting. Yeah.
40! I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
40.
That's
I was-
ridiculous.
45. Dude, once you, like, shoot 20 and you make 3 of them, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Then they're like, oh, it's an open look. I don't care. You can't shoot 3s.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
LeBron, just give it to him every goddamn play. You all can't fucking do, dude. Ruining LeBron's twilight years, dude.
Who cares? It's LeBron.
Yeah, but I
like
want
he
him to.
needs him.
It's like I root for LeBron because he's one of,
Mm-hmm.
indisputably, if you have a brain, one of the greatest like top
Yeah.
3 players ever. So I want to see him succeed, like in my lifetime while I'm watching. I want to see
Yeah.
him succeed. Dude, sometimes I see things and people are like, I don't have LeBron in my. I don't have him in my top 10. I'm like, well, that just means you're an idiot.
That means you're biased and an idiot. That's
Yeah,
like
that-
saying Tom Brady isn't
Yeah,
like one of the
like-
best football players. It's like, yeah, he's had some down years. Yeah, he had some like garbage
This year,
teams.
dude. I
But
was-
like, he's still like top 3 or 4 best quarterbacks to ever play. Like,
dude,
what are you
the
even
Pa-
talking
The
about?
Panthers beat the Bucks. Did you see that?
I did not.
Bucks made 21-3. Panthers, indisputably the last rated number 32 in the league
Yeah.
from week 3 till week 7.
Mm-hmm.
They were 32nd. Everybody agreed they were the worst team in the league,
Yeah.
and then they beat Tom Brady, and he only scored 3 points. I guess it's his O-line is fucking atrocious,
yeah. I bet.
and he
honestly.
basically can't even do anything.
Well, that's one of the things. Like, I think it was last year or the year before when the Dolphins were like a 0-12 team. They only beat the Dolphins by like 3 points. It was like 33-30. It's like, how are you like about to lose to the worst team in the league? 12 games in. Like, come on,
It
man.
happens every year, like something because they don't prepare for them or make a game plan for them.
Yeah, because I think it's just
They're
a
like,
shoo-in.
they're like looking forward, and it happens. I don't understand how it happens every year.
Yeah.
Sometimes multiple times a year it happens, and I don't get it. I'm like, just plan for the people. Like, it happens every year.
Yeah, it's
It
ridiculous.
happened with the Bills last year, lost to the Jaguars, and it's like it's because they didn't have a plan, and the Jaguars were going to get the #1 pick, so they just like thought they would win, and then they lost. And then they lost like home field advantage because they lost that game. And it's like just
Yeah.
play better. Like I remember when the Jets were like 0-12,
Yeah.
and then whatever team they played, they beat, and it's like
How do you lose that bad?
how like it's
how do you
'cause-
lose to a
it's
team
you
that
just
bad?
think you're gonna win, and it happens all the time, and I don't get it. Just don't do that.
It's weird because it's very difficult to sit there and see a team that's like 0-16 one year, and then the next year you don't think it's like that's not the same team. You have to know that. Like, yeah, they had a garbage season, but they restructured something. They're not going to go another 0-16. There hasn't been one team that had 2 0-16 years. It's like, do you really
Yeah,
want to
but
be
I mean the Browns
one
went
team?
like 1 but it's
Yeah.
the Browns.
Yeah.
I'm glad the Browns were doing like good-ish
Yeah.
for a little bit, and now they're doing bad again. So that makes me happy.
Well, I mean, look at Baker.
I want to root for the Browns. I did root for the Browns hard.
Yeah.
Not-
Well, when they
not now.
drafted Baker, I was like, maybe
Not
it'll
anymore.
work, you know? He has a chance, and I think he kind of blew that chance.
Oh yeah, and then the Panthers Baker didn't play. It was their third string quarterback.
That's
beat
ridiculous.
Tom Brady. What's going on?
Don't ask. I'm in a group chat. They're just like bored.
All right, that was sports. You skip past YouTube and books. Did you watch anything special on YouTube?
Since I've been playing GTA, I want to like immerse more into that. That's kind of one of the things that I do. Little known fact. So whenever I'm playing a game, I like to watch or at least listen to other people playing the same game to see how they're experiencing it. Or if it's people's like first time, I'll go back and watch it because I remember my first time playing a game. So I've been watching like Neebs play through it. I fucking love those guys. No joke. They have a cinematic GTA series. If you haven't seen it, seriously, watch it. It's like 13 episodes, and they just go through like missions or the heist, and they play it like they role play it as their characters. It's phenomenal. I love it.
I just been watching my board game stuff. I was seeing if I thought I used to watch listen to something new, but I guess not. I
Uh-huh.
want to try and find more stuff to watch,
Uh-huh.
but just nothing interests me.
I get that.
Like on YouTube, like I want to
I
watch
get that.
it besides random ass videos that mean nothing. You know,
Yeah.
I watch like my 3 board game channels,
Yeah.
and then like I have 2 or 3 tertiary channels that I also kind of watch about board games,
Yeah.
and then that's it. And then random ass videos.
Yeah, just something that pops up and recommended.
So I do that a lot, random videos, but I want to find something like to watch consistently,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't have nothing.
I've also been watching a lot of like tips and like things to do about disc golf because I've been playing a lot more. I'm playing like every day now, and I find that I have the most time throwing discs, and I am so bad at it.
I'm
Like-
so bad at putting. I feel like I can throw it not good, but like
You can get distance,
a
yeah,
4 out of 10, I can throw it.
yeah,
But putting, I am a 0.5 out of 10. I can't putt for shit, dude. I'm
Yeah.
2 feet away and I fucking missed. Dude. I'm like
Well,
me to
I
the
have some
TV,
tips.
and I'm like
Yeah.
miss. I'm like what?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I can tell just by how you're mimicking it that is not how you putt.
Well, I haven't done it. I
Yeah.
also haven't played in like
Yeah.
3
Nah.
years.
That's one of the things. Like I have the worst record out of everybody that we play with, and we used to put out the cages. It just took too long, so we just played to certain trees. So it's like if we hit the bushes, it counts. I am consistently like 2 points up on everybody else, and I don't know why. So I just started practicing my throws. Like I went back to basics, and I'm like, I gotta I got too many bad habits. I'm either like beaming it into the grass or just overshooting and hitting a tree. So I got to do something. So I've been watching a lot of like tips and tricks on how to become a better player. Which we should go. We should go do something like that. Take a Saturday or something and go. You work Saturday, don't you? Dang it. Well, you
Or
don't
as
work
we
during the
could
day. We could do something.
well, I was thinking maybe we could, if we wanted to, we
Well,
could try to play War of the Ring in 2 Sundays.
that
And we could go play disc golf and then do Lord of the Ring.
could be something we do. But yeah, it's super fun, honestly. Give it a shot. Maybe I can teach you how to putt better.
All right, books. Go. I know you got some shit.
I had to get out of my apartment.
Did you find Dracula?
No, I did not find Dracula. I found Frankenstein.
Oh shit.
I found it. It was right where I thought it was the whole time. I just never thought to actually like dig for it. It was in there. I have a little like cabinet next to my couch, and somebody stuck it in the drawer on the cabinet, which isn't where I put it, but I assumed that's where it was, and just never bothered to really like take the second to look. Definitely in there. But yeah, I had to get out of my apartment this weekend, so I decided to go up to like Folsom, and there's a Barnes and Noble up there. I found Snoop Dogg's cookbook, and I started thumbing through it. I'm all about it. I'm about to dig into that cookbook. It's so great.
So you bought it?
Oh yeah.
You just take pictures of every page.
No, I take pictures of like the cover and the barcode so I can buy it later. But no, it's phenomenal the way he sets up his cookbook.
So you read a cookbook a little bit?
Yep, I found Frankenstein, so we can cut that segment you wanted
You
to talk
read it?
about. I found it.
Oh, our segment. Have you found Frankenstein? Yes. Oh, well,
There we
segment
go.
2 is over now.
Well, we could just change it to "Have I read it?"
Have you read it?
No.
Nope. Okay.
I picked it up, realized where my bookmark was. I was like, "That's exactly where I thought it was," and I put it back down. And I'm pretty sure I don't
So I gotta
remember where
text
I put
Jessica. Hey, hide his.
Funny enough, I think she put it somewhere because it's not where I put it. So we might have to bring it back. If it's not on the bookshelf, which I'll tell you about later. If it's not on the bookshelf, I guess we will play hide and seek with Frankenstein from now on.
All right. Did you read anything else?
No, but I have been digging deeper into my audiobooks. I took a picture of a handful of the books that Jordan was telling me to look into, so I might pick those up because I do have a free credit on Audible.
You can also borrow them from him if you want to.
Well, I don't have the time to sit down and read,
Yeah.
clearly. I'm playing all them Vigi games and
Yeah.
stuff, and working,
Alright.
and disking.
Hit it off. I think he would like it if people like borrowed his books sometimes, because I don't think people do.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm sure he offers it to everybody, but I don't
Yeah.
think anybody ever. But I think it would make him happy if you were.
Yeah,
like, oh, let me
he
borrow
said
these
some-
5, and then
He said something to me, so I was thinking about it. It's like, if I can't find it on Audible,
could.
I'll
I was
probably
like,
just
just
borrow
tell.
it.
I mean, you just tell him. Like, you're like,
No, I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm
yeah,
borrowing
you just
these.
take
I'm
it.
just
Like,
hey,
oh, Nick borrowed
can
that. He'd be
I?
like, okay, fuck it.
Yeah,
He'd be like, Jordan, can I borrow this? He'd be like, yeah.
that's the
So, yeah.
thing. Asking and just doing it are two totally different things, especially when it's other people's stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll ask.
So,
What are you
last
even reading?
week I got to listen to a good amount of my audiobook.
Yes.
Book 2 of the Mistborn trilogy, The Well of Ascension, by Brandon Sanderson. I think I don't know if I listened to any of it 2 weeks ago, but last week I listened to at least 14 hours of it.
That's not bad.
Or 14 left to go.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, I don't think I listened to any of it 2 weeks ago
Mhm.
because I knew like once I started, then like
Send
that
me a
was gonna be
screenshot of it. Maybe I'll get it with my my
I
credit.
already did.
You did? The first book?
Yep.
Oh, I'll go back through and look. But I have a
Uh,
credit now, so I might as well use it.
yeah, dude, it's good. You would.
I'll give it a
I
shot.
think I think everybody would like it. I think I would highly recommend that first book.
Mm-hmm.
The second one's still good, but it's like It's like the middle of a trilogy. Like you can tell it's the middle of a trilogy.
Yeah,
More world building.
it's the bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like some political stuff going on that I'm not really the biggest fan of. I'd rather other stuff besides this political stuff, but it's still interesting and good. It's still a good book. The second one is still good, and there's still a bunch of stuff happening that's like good.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. The first one there's only like 2 people's perspectives,
Yeah.
and in the second one there's like 10.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't read any of the other Dune books. Is because I heard it gets mostly into the politics of the universe.
Yeah,
That's not exactly why
that's
I
the
want
second
it.
one. It's kind of a lot more
Yeah.
world building and more political stuff.
Speaking of Dune, they have a survival RPG game coming out soon. I say soon. I think it's like next summer.
I think I said this to you, or to Skyler, whatever.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure I said it to you. I did say it to you. Okay.
What did you
I
say?
said I wanted to like get a collection of like lesser known RPG
Mhm.
books
Yeah.
and like maybe like never play them, just like have these books or like
RPG games?
or maybe like a
oh,
game.
the game books. Gotcha.
Yeah, like
gotcha.
the book of how to
Yeah.
make the game.
now, okay. Like the rule books and stuff.
Yeah, the rule book. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I want to get like a collection of. I think that'd be interesting to have like a collection. Then
Yeah.
it could be like the plan is like when I'm 70 to then like play these
well,
all
you already
the
have a
time.
plan for when you're 70, so maybe like 60.
Plan is when I'm 60 to play all of these.
There you go.
The plan when me and my wife retire, the plan is we're gonna get an RV, and we're gonna go
Ew.
to the biggest
National park.
or the best national park in every state. That's gonna be our retirement trip.
That was the best state park in every state.
State park, whatever. The
They're
best park
different.
in every state.
There we go.
The best park, whatever the best park is. The best park
Mm-hmm.
in every state. We're gonna go, and then like Hawaii's gonna be the last one, right?
Mm.
Like we're gonna drive to all of them, and then like Alaska,
And then Hawaii.
and then we'll drive back, and then we'll fly to Hawaii, and
Yeah.
then like that'll be our trip. That's our retirement
That'd be fun.
trip.
Just don't get eaten by any bears.
I got some bear mace. Uh,
Saw a video of a hiker got attacked by a bear. Kick the shit out of that bear.
all right.
Literally.
Real quick to finish it off. Listen to anything, any good music, any new music.
I finally got my record player. Skyla
Ooh.
was there when I set it up and started playing.
We're
it.
gonna get one when we move out. She'll want to get one.
The sound quality is exactly what you think from it, but it's surprisingly like sets the mood for a room. I have Fleetwood Mac, Prince, and I'm blanking on the third one I have. The Black Parade album. I don't remember who that is. Off the top of my head. They're great. I love the sound.
Black Parade, was that Panic at the Disco?
No, the other one.
That's their song. That's
My
a
Chemical
song.
Romance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the same, dude. To me, same exact fucking thing.
Yep.
They're the
I
same
get it.
thing, right? Basically,
I get it. It's not, but I get it.
but it is.
But it isn't.
All right.
But great sound
Last-
quality.
Last thing I got podcast streaming.
I realized I was like 8 episodes behind on Two Bears. Watch those. That's
Did you
great.
just get all through all those?
Yeah, they're only an hour long, so I mean, I just decided to not listen to an audiobook one day and finished them all.
It's not like off topic where it's like
No.
could be an hour and a half, could be 3 hours.
No, it's it's they because of how they set it up. Every episode can't go more than like an hour. 15.
Do they talk about like a topic or they're just talking?
No, they're just talking. It's just 2 comedians who are best friends just talking. They only get to record like once a month though.
Yeah, they film like a shitload in one day.
They
right?
film 2 together, and then each of them usually picks a guest. And the ones they
Oh.
filmed together, one of them goes to L.A. or one of them comes to Austin, and they film 2 back to back. And the other 2 episodes, one of them will just have a guest. So it's nice change of pace because how they, I guess, technically interview somebody else, definitely different. It's a great.
Ron White,
It's a great That was such a good episode.
Joe Rogan.
It's a great podcast to get into if you just want to laugh at dumb stuff. Joe Rogan was pretty good too. Mark Norman's by far their best episode though.
That might be the funniest man on the planet.
Who? Mark Norman?
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He's great.
Him or Theo. One of them is the funniest man on
Theo
the planet.
is also great in a different way.
One of them is
Yeah.
There's a tie between those two.
Yeah, Theo is hilarious.
Theo's dude, I love Theo. Dude, he's so funny.
One of my favorite jokes from a comedian ever is from Theo. And he said, my favorite type of weed is cocaine. And I was like, that is 1,000% Theo. That is so him.
That's great.
That's great.
Want to know my favorite joke?
Huh. Go for it.
You might have heard. You probably heard this one before.
Is it the one about eating Vietnamese people? Because
No.
that's a great one.
No. It's this guy asked me if I would like a frozen banana.
Mm-hmm.
I said no, but I would like a regular banana later, so yes.
I mean, that's pretty good. Oh, man.
That was Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, Mitch Hedberg's amazing.
Was amazing.
Nah, he still is.
Oh, he's in hell.
He still is amazing.
He's probably in hell, right?
Let's be honest. If you listen to any of his stand-up, yes. Man.
R.I.P.
Same with Greg Giraldo. We should just have a comedy section instead of podcasts. We'll swap it to comedy.
Instead of streaming, because neither of us watch any streaming.
Yeah. No.
All right. Indie Game Club. Did you play Everybody's Gone to the Rapture?
I looked at a few. Quick answer, yes. I looked at a
Oh.
few.
I thought you were going to say no. I 100% was like, he didn't do it.
I looked at a few, like, I was reluctant to play it because I didn't want to have to play it. I looked at a few people's, like, playthroughs, and I looked at some of the guides online. They say it was, 4 hours or something like that, depending on how fast you want to run through it. Because apparently you can just walk to the end and ignore everything if you don't know.
But that's not the spirit of it,
Yeah, that's not the spirit of the game. I did take notes as I was going through it, and it seemed like I was taking notes every, 45 seconds.
You took notes. Interesting.
Yeah. It was basically I didn't
played-
watch a review, but I read some things on it, before you buy kind of thing.
I played it immediately.
Yeah.
And I've forgotten it already. A lot of it.
Yeah. Some of the characters I really absolutely despised.
Dude, I was like, what is going on with this priest? I was like, what is this
Yeah,
story?
Jeremy.
The first
Jeremy's
one.
great.
First one, I was
honestly.
like, what is this story, dude? That one confused me.
I heard a lot of people sitting there questioning, is it the government or aliens or
What's
religion?
aliens?
And as I started it, I was thinking,
This is spoilers.
now he says that. I started back and forthing myself. As soon as I would hear something, I was like, "Oh, this sounds like religion." And then I
Yeah,
hear
I
another
already-
thing. I was like,
Okay.
"This sounds like
Trying
aliens."
to I thought it was aliens from the very beginning.
I wasn't sure if it was a military experiment
get
gone wrong or
immediately.
aliens or God. Doesn't matter, because they really lead with the priest.
I was thinking
quickly.
I was like, I totally thought it was aliens the whole time, and I was kind of leaning towards. Well, actually, as soon as it started, I thought it
Uh-huh.
was the rapture.
Yeah,
'Cause I
because it is the
That
rapture.
was the story.
Yeah,
And then, in the middle of the priest story, I was like, no, it's aliens, and I was 100% convinced it was aliens. And then at some point, I was like, I was still sure it was aliens, but I was
Mhm.
leaning a little bit towards military something. And then after maybe an hour of thinking it could possibly be that, then I was like, no, that's a red herring.
yeah.
It's aliens.
So I took notes as I was going through. It's mostly just bullet points. So first thoughts, as soon as I started the game, I was like, maybe religion. And then I started hearing Clive, the guy on the radio in the very beginning. I was like, okay, this could just be kind of like a bait and switch. Maybe it's military. And then it was, maybe it's aliens. And kind of back and forth and back and forth. You hear from one of the characters, Steven, he's talking about the satellite array and stuff. I was thinking, probably aliens. But as the game kind of progressed, it started turning into maybe a military experiment that gone wrong, and now people have a disease because they quarantined an entire town and they said it was the flu. So I was like, what honestly could it be? As I was navigating through the game, I wanted to stay focused on the story, which I guess kind of they want you to do, but there's nothing to really collect or do, which took me 40 minutes to figure out you can sprint. Yeah, that was fun. I looked up if there's an order of places you're supposed to go, and one of the tips was if you hold down R2 for 7 seconds, you'll sprint. I was like, what the fuck? The game doesn't say that at all. But I guess it's for speed running purposes. It gives you a sprint so you can get through the game. Or if you want to get to a particular, I guess, event, because I don't really name them. I started progressing through it, and I started changing what it would be. The annoying thing was, it also doesn't tell you if there's actually anyone else in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You just hear the voices or the memories or whatever. And sometimes I would walk past the part or walk past an area where it's supposed to start, and the talking would just be behind me, and it was
You gotta, like, turn
always
around.
Jeremy. Well, I wasn't sure if like I walked in a room and there was a person standing behind me now, and it's always Jeremy. He just comes out of nowhere. It's like, "Hey!" I was like, stop! This game's not supposed to have jump scares. Why does it keep scaring me? It was a little obnoxious, but I found the game that it was like mostly meant to be visually attractive in between the story. Like, it's great to look at. The sound is great. The story is the reason you're playing the game because there's nothing else to do. But once you've had your fill of looking around, the game gets incredibly boring. Like, in between those sections where there's like 10 or 15 seconds.
Like walking to like the RV park, I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah. I'm so happy I found the sprint button semi-early, you know. It's a great game. It's probably not a game I'll finish. I'll probably just watch somebody finish
Oh,
the
you
game.
didn't finish it?
No, I only got like a third of the way through it. The
You
farthest.
you should just sprint to the end and just watch it because it's really like
I mean, I might just watch somebody else finish it. I don't know.
the ending is like. I wanted to talk to you about the ending because it was like it's this crescendo
Mhm.
of music and like these blinding lights
Mm-hmm.
and then like epic like talking that's
Mhm.
like it was like it was just like
There was something that I heard that somebody pointed out. There's only it's one of the, I think it's not Wendy. One of the women you follow. She's the only light that has two lights with it, and not just one. And somebody pointed out, it's like everybody else has one except for this woman. Is this woman potentially pregnant? And it's like her baby following her. And somebody was pointing out, it's like, yeah, you don't need to dig this deep, but is this way of like pointing out that the game or the aliens are perceiving an unborn baby as a sentient life? And then it's just like down this rabbit hole. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and stop.
I think it's a video game.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I don't think they're digging that deep.
Also, I think everybody agrees like a baby like 9 months is a sentient being.
Yeah.
So it could have
yeah.
just been it doesn't mean. Like,
But I don't think they specify like.
yeah, but I'm just saying
how
it could have been a
pregnant, but yeah.
9-month-old baby. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not getting into politics. but
Yeah,
I
and we're
think
not gonna go that
everybody
deep, yeah.
In any politic can agree that a 9-month-old baby
Yeah.
is considered sentient.
Yeah.
That's considered a real life. Like abortion isn't talking about killing a 9-month-old
Yeah.
stomach, right? So I'm just saying technically the makers of the game could have been like, no, she's like 9 months pregnant.
Yeah.
About the baby was about to be born.
Baby
so
could have
of
been
course it's
due like
sentient.
tomorrow. Yeah, we don't know.
But then also they could be like, it was conceived last night. It's alive.
Yeah, that's also the other thing.
You're all murderers.
It apparently it would like focus on animals as well, but they wouldn't turn into lights. There's one of the characters loses all their cows overnight,
Mm-hmm.
but the cows stay, but the people don't. Like the people vanish into light, but animals don't. And somebody started digging around in the comments and was like, "Well, if animals don't go, well, why does a baby? If animals are sentient?" It's like, shut up. It's just a video game.
I don't think it's supposed.
It's
to
not
be
that deep. Yeah.
Yep.
You don't need to look at everything as some sort of like deeper meaning in a game about deeper meanings, I guess.
Okay, we gotta play an indie game that you're gonna finish.
It was also one of those things.
I know, but I'm just saying you haven't
I-
finished
yeah.
any.
I haven't finished any of them.
You finished the first two, and then none of the others.
I mean, I played this one.
Well, I'm the one who wanted to. I forgot the last one was the puzzle. I'm the one who kind of didn't want to do that one anymore.
Yeah, the witness.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
beat the whatever the mini thing was. I can't remember. what it
Abzu?
was. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You beat Abzu, right?
No, I didn't play Abzu.
Oh, you didn't play.
I didn't play Abzu. I have it downloaded still. Haven't touched it.
The
no,
other
we talked
one,
about
the
it.
shooting 8-bit one. You didn't beat that one either.
What is it? I'm Not a Hero or something
Yeah.
like that?
Okay,
yeah.
Nick, pick a damn indie game that you're gonna finish.
I'd have to look up indie games, honestly. I picked Burly Man at Sea, and you didn't want to play that one.
Oh,
Because you didn't have it, and you didn't want to buy it.
hold on, folks. What was the Burly Man at Sea again?
It was that side-scroller one.
Oh,
Yeah, it takes like an hour and a half to platinum.
well, that's why I didn't have any money. Now I got some money. I'll play it. You want to play that?
I already platinumed it.
Go fuck yourself. Wait, how long ago? Like, not that long ago? Or?
It was before I moved.
That's probably why I didn't want to play it, because you already played it.
Probably, honestly. Yeah, you can get the platinum incredibly easy.
If you want to, we could do that one just so you can have
No,
one finished.
Is Super Hot an indie game?
Yes, right?
I don't know.
Super hot.
It doesn't categorize.
Yeah, we wanted to. No, we thought about this one, but it takes so long to beat, right?
That's right.
No, it doesn't. We were gonna do this.
I thought it took like 18 hours or some shit.
Were we gonna do this? Let's do this one then.
Super Hot?
I thought we talked about this, but I know we talked about Super Hot, but I don't remember.
I think it was because Everybody's Gone to the Rapture was so much shorter. And we just decided to go with that one.
Okay, Super Hot. Will you beat Super Hot?
I will try. How
It's
long
only
is it?
2.5 hours.
Is it really only 2.5
Yep.
hours? I'll probably beat it this weekend. I'm not doing anything this week. Oh, I'm working this weekend. I'm not working Saturday. I'll play Saturday.
If you want to do 100% completion, it takes 20 hours.
No.
Okay, Super Hot. You want to do Super Hot?
Yeah, I could do Super Hot. What the?
No, you don't want to do it? What are you looking up?
How long is Gary the Gull?
What is that?
It's an indie game I have
He
apparently.
probably just plays a seagull doing fucking random shit.
I think it was a free game I downloaded.
How long? Dude, nobody looks this up. It didn't autocorrect. Dude, there's nothing.
Really?
There's nothing. Dude, hey, yo, we could get the speed run on this game.
Look up the speed run.
Dude, this says nothing, dude. Nobody's even said anything.
You know
One
why?
play- 17 backlogs.
You know why?
Why?
It's VR.
Yeah.
I don't have a headset.
Like borrow. It's only on PC and headset.
Yeah, it says one player.
2016. It's gonna be so bad.
Yeah. Let's not play that.
All right, Super Hot.
Super Hot it is.
That's our next indie game. Indie game boom. All right, real quick, let's go. We gotta wrap this up.
Okay. What do you want to do? Oh, do you want to play Thumper?
All right, we're doing All right, what's
It's a music rhythm.
Is there a
game.
board game you want to try and play in the next 2 weeks?
I want to do Hunter Killer, and then I'm probably gonna get more magic cards, and then I'm probably gonna let Jess pick a game.
All right, I want to play War of the Ring.
With who?
You in 2 weeks, and Pandemic
No.
Fall of Rome, which Skylar got. So I want to play that
Yeah, I
one.
kind of want to play that one.
And I'm gonna put Getaway Driver because I want to play that once with Skylar, I guess.
Pardon me.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I want to play that with you.
No,
What was I gonna say?
what'd you say for games you wanted to play?
My
gonna use
Hunter
it.
Killer.
Oh,
Hocus Pocus. I kind of want to get another game, but I'll let Jess pick.
all right. Video games.
I kind of want to get Modern Warfare 2. I'm just gonna play the campaign because Jess wants to play the multiplayer really bad, and more GTA. I'm doing a personal thing. It's like Road to 100.
We were gonna do that. Remember?
Yep. That didn't work out. We still can.
Okay, so I put Breakpoint. I want to finish the story. I think I should be able to.
Yeah.
And MW2. I'm gonna buy that at some point.
Let me know when you buy it, and I'll buy it with you. We'll go the same day.
Wait, I might do this.
Are you gonna get it before the next podcast?
Yeah. The wins is this. Well, next week's my paycheck, so I think maybe I'll wait till then and get it.
Okay. Well, I get. Paid,
I don't need to, but I think I did.
I get paid Tuesday. I'll check my account, and then
I don't
I'll
need-
probably
yeah.
pick it up
I
Saturday.
don't need to wait until then, but
Oh, no.
all right. Movies.
I'm gonna try to watch Godfather.
No, you can't watch Godfather.
Why?
We're gonna do that. We're gonna watch all 3 movies. At some
Oh,
point.
we're supposed to marathon them.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the next few months. I'm not saying next month or the month after that, but like
I think I might start with my classics. So
we're
I'm
gonna
probably gonna
we're
do
gonna
like.
we're gonna watch we're gonna sorry
Go
we're
for it.
gonna have some. We talked about this in another podcast, but we're
Yeah.
gonna have a day.
Yeah. Look at this.
Jeez, we're gonna watch.
Yeah.
We're gonna binge all 3 Godfathers in one day. It's gonna
Yeah.
take.
I think it's like 8 hours. They're not all 3 hours. Are they really? Well, go ahead. I'll look it up.
I have to look how long to watch all Godfathers. I can't remember the one movie. It was on here somewhere that I wanted to watch. Oh, I want to watch Children of Men. That's a movie about there's like all the men are dead in the world. Post-apocalyptic, they call them men are dead. And so is there a specific movie you want to try to watch?
Out of this list, probably something like I want to get back into my mob movies, so like Casino or Goodfellas.
I'm just gonna put Casino for you.
That's fine.
I watched Goodfellas and it was fine.
It's a good movie.
It was
It's not the
fine.
greatest. It's a good movie though.
I don't get it. I mean, I guess I don't get like why.
I think it's for the time.
it's for the time. It's all those movies. Dude, like I watched Apocalypse Now, and I thought that movie was terrible.
Yeah.
But I'm sure in the time it was great. But now I watched it 10 years ago. I thought it was bad. I was like, this movie sucks.
If you really want a good Vietnam movie, Platoon.
Forrest Gump.
No, Platoon
I thought
or
Platoon was good. Yeah.
what's the other one?
I was just thinking of Tropic Thunder the whole time though, because they got a good shot.
Full Metal
Tropic Thunder.
Jacket. Full Metal Jacket are the two good Vietnam movies.
Yeah, I thought Full Metal Jacket. I like the first half was like really interesting. I thought the second half was
Yeah.
kind of boring. That's
Well,
what
the
I
second
thought.
half is it's more of like how the war affected them. The first half is like how they're no longer the people they are. You know, it strips away. We'll save that for a different day.
All right. TV show.
I still gotta finish Banshee. I have like 5 episodes left. I'm so close, my guy.
I'm gonna put Star Wars, but I'm actually gonna do it.
No, you won't.
I'm actually gonna do it.
No, you
I'll
won't.
do it tonight.
You won't. You're not gonna.
I might.
You're not. You already said you're gonna.
I'm gonna do it.
You already said you're gonna play Breakpoint.
Shit. Okay.
So no, you're not.
And Banshee, you're gonna finish Banshee?
I'm gonna try to. Yeah, we only have like 4 or 5 episodes left in this last season.
All right. That's pretty much everything we say. And Any Game Club is going to be
Super hot. Pachow, pachow.
Bah, pachow, pachow. All right.
Oh, shows. I'm gonna try to watch the Chappelle Show.
Really?
Yeah, I heard it's on something somewhere. I'm gonna try to watch it.
Did you look up how long to watch all the Godfathers?
8.8
That's it.
hours.
I thought it would be 9 at least.
It's 530 minutes.
Dude, it's just on Netflix. Chappelle Show.
Is the entirety on?
I think so. I'm doing
It's
math.
8.83.
That's it. I
Yeah.
thought it would be at least 9
Yeah,
and a
so it's
half
like-
or 10.
I mean,
That's doable.
if you have to pause, you know,
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that we'd have to
No.
like
it's basically 9.
we'd have to do less. We have to be like
We'd have to already have snacks
that's
and drinks.
yeah. That's
no bathroom breaks.
when I did one time, I did a It's a Wonderful Life movie watch. Okay.
Oof.
And I had to, and I had 20 or 10 plus people came over,
Yeah.
and I had to. What I did was like, I got all of us ready, and then I turned it on really, really loud, like really loud, so like it almost hurt people's ears, so no one would talk. And like I was trying to tell people like, we're getting together to watch this movie. If you don't want to watch this movie, then don't come. So that's what we'd have to do to Godfather. We have to like, be like, we are here to watch this movie. The main thing is all of us to sit here and watch the movie and pay attention to the movie, okay? We're not hanging out to hang out. We're sitting here to watch this movie. So it'd have to be one of those where we'd have to start at like noon, you know? I guess we start at like, we'd have to start at like, let's say 11.
Yeah.
It'd have to be on a Sunday. Like start at 11, and then we're gonna watch nonstop, and hopefully we'll stop at around 9.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we're like, the main goal is we're gonna watch this, boom, and we try to not pause in the
Yeah,
in the
unless we
middle of it.
absolutely have to. Yeah. No, it makes sense. It says.
So we are gonna do that at some point.
It says there's also 30 minutes of deleted scenes, depending on. I mean, if you have like the disc versions, sometimes they have them in there. So the official runtime for all 3 is 530 minutes.
Okay, how about Lord of the Rings movies, extended versions? How much is it to watch all those?
Oh my god, it's like 3.5 hours for each of them.
You looking it up?
Yep.
Me too. Hold on 1 second, folks.
726 minutes. That's 12 hours and 6 minutes. Yep. Hard pass.
Let's do it.
12 hours.
You're gonna watch for 9 hours. I mean, what's 3 more hours?
It's the same amount of movies.
I want to watch them.
We did.
Those weren't extended.
I hate you so much.
Also, it was.
We watched them on DVD.
I blame
too.
you.
Why me?
You took hella long to cook the goddamn chicken. You're cooking this chicken for like over 2 hours.
My bad. I made us dinner.
Thanks.
Rude. I made this asshole chicken.
We're like, let's watch, and then he's like, hold on, let me make
bacon,
it was like over 2 hours of cooking dinner,
fries.
and then by the end of the first movie, everybody was already like,
Yeah.
it was like 3 in the
I
morning.
fed everyone.
It was like 3 in the morning when you finished the first movie. We're like, let's watch the next two, and I fell asleep too because I was fucking.
I thought there was only like 3 or 4 of us.
I think there was like 6.
I thought it was me, you, and Brandon.
No, there was Andrew was there.
I just
Joe was
remember
there.
waking up
I think
and
Joe
you
was
guys
there.
had turned off the last movie and were playing zombies.
And I'm pretty sure Nathan was there, and I know Andrew was there because he went to sleep in the corner like before
Yeah.
before the first movie even started. Like
Yeah.
we started the first movie and he went to sleep like immediately. He's like, "Oh, I didn't care about the movies. I just came to hang out." I was like, "We're supposed to watch.
Yeah.
The point is to watch this." But also, I didn't plan that great on that time.
Yeah.
I could have planned. We should have started way earlier. You should have come over way early to cook.
Well, I got broken up with that day, so I mean, it wasn't exactly a priority.
Good.
Rude.
You're happy now, right? You're content now, right?
Some
You're
days.
not suicidal now, right? You're 3 out of 10 now, right? All right, let's call it there.
You know what we should do?
Super hot. If you want to follow along,
Super hot.
nobody's ever done it, but maybe they'll do it.
That
One of these
means I
days.
just whoever watched, I challenge you to do it. If you've made it this far, you have to do it.
Flynn
I
watches
dare
all
you.
these in comments, but doesn't play the indie games. Flynn.
Shame on you, Flynn. We know you got the money
Thanks
for
for
it.
watching and commenting and liking all the videos.
Thanks for interacting.
and being a good friend. I love you, but you should watch. But you should
Gay.
also play these games. You fucking beautiful man. All right, let's call it there. Nick, catchphrase.
I planned a joke this time, not a catchphrase.
You're supposed to do a
Sorry.
joke and a catchphrase, I think.
Oh well, we
What's your joke? You already said a joke.
what joke?
I don't remember. I said the banana joke, and you said
Oh no, that's Theo Von's joke.
okay. Joke. What's the joke?
Joke.
Joke of the week. Joke of the 2 week. Joke of the fortnight. Joke of the fortnight.
So,
That's good.
it's a side note. I just watched the Little Mermaid trailer. That kind of looks good. Speaking of Little Mermaids, do you know why mermaids wear seashells over their,
Why?
because bee shells wouldn't fit?
That's so bad.
You're laughing though.
All right, Nick, catchphrase.
I ain't got one today, buddy. I told you that.
That's a weird ass catchphrase.
Thanks.
All right, that was a lot of fun. Went a little bit long, but we talked a lot about board games, which I kind of liked because that
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
original inspiration for this. Was
Board
games.
games.
So I kind of like that we talked about that. So I'm gonna call it here. Shout out to Mark Man. Signing off. All right. All right. Here we go. You're such.
Huh?
Dick. All right. Let me